Welcome back to the Poor Investor, and I am setting up my channel. I know I said 12 o'clock, but I'm running a little late. I ran into a situation, unfortunately, but hopefully I can get through this on time. All right. I was waiting for my kid to come back from swimming class, so I couldn't leave the other two sitting there by themselves, so I actually had to wait for my wife to get back. So that was my situation. I apologize for not starting on time, even though I said at 12 o'clock. So let's go and talk about what I want to show you to guys today. And right now, I'm just situating myself right now here. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the Evergreen miner. I'm just gonna bring up the website right now. Evergreen, Chia. I don't even know the actual website. Oh, it's evergreenminer.com. All right. And one thing I want to show you guys, what I'm going to be doing here is showing you guys what is on the Raspberry Pi micro SD card. All right. Some of you guys have been asking me what's on there, what it looks like. Now, I only copied it. I only had enough time today to actually copy it off onto my desktop. I didn't analyze every file that's on there, but there is a config file and there's a couple of text files. So I will be going over that. Axiom, hey, what's going on? I think GPU farming is bad for Chia. In what ways? Enlighten me, because I think that's an attempt to get some of the GPU guys on YouTube to migrate over, or anyone that has a GPU that was mining Ethereum or any other coin to potentially get into the Chia game, possibly. The mag, what's going on? The overpriced refurbished. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything negative towards it. But there was an interesting comment about the Evergreener. And the comment was, "Oh, I guess that's where all the Raspberry Pi 4s went." That's a possibility. I'm not sure in how many quantities they were pushing out the Evergreen version 1, and then I believe they're at version 2, and I think they're actually, if I saw correctly, possibly a version 3. I don't know what the inventory is existing out there right now. Proof of space and time has now gone all silly. Burn box. Axiom. I don't think I ever disagreed with you. So we'll leave it at that. But let me show you guys what is on the Evergreen disk. Now I'm not familiar with every file that's on here. So let me just go over to the TV screen. All right, so this is it. It's not a lot. It's really small. It's a micro SD card that was like 16 gigs. And this is a small portion of it, of that 16 gigs. There's some overlays. I don't know. I can't actually read it. I was trying to find something virtual where I can boot a Pi 4 OS onto like a virtual environment, like a virtual box or VM. But unfortunately, processors don't work like that, where it's an ARM, and obviously I'm running a non-ARM processor on the desktop. At least that's what I've read on the technical side, that I can't mimic the Pi 4 environment virtually, even on this desktop right here. So let me just show you the config file. This is what the config file consists of, and I'll go through at a slower pace for you guys to evaluate that. Some video resolution settings, no display. What's this? 7. See, it's not much. It's not a lot of on this config file. It's not much, in my opinion. So let me see what you got going on in the chat. Proof of space and time has gone all silly. Axiom, I don't like GPU plotting either, but it works. But if it works, there's no stopping it. Where is the consensus? It was in the crazy length of time it originally took to plot. Now it's seconds. Ruined it, in my opinion. I honestly, yeah, I mean, the whole plotting process of it was supposed to like give everyone a chance, right? I think, and then it just became as soon as the plotting came out. I mean, it took me hours for one plot when I first started with Chia, and plus I probably messed up so many times. I had no idea how many times, plotting actually stalled while plotting, and I had to restart plotting. And then, they became more advanced and more sophisticated through time. It just, I don't know. Yeah, I honestly agree that plotting within matter of seconds to minutes or whatever, like, anything less than like 15, 20 minutes is like, what's the point? What's the point? Your write speeds better accommodate if you're plotting and then writing it off to another drive. And then how much storage are you actually have? So let me just, before I jump off topic even more, so this is the end of the file for the config. Not much on here. Again, this is the files that are on the Evergreen miner, and I'm just going to show you guys. This is a 12 terabyte. Let me just go back to the main screen. This is a 12 terabyte Evergreen miner donated by the Evergreen team themselves. It is running a Raspberry Pi 4. It is a white label 12 terabyte drive, and it is loud. I'm gonna put it out there that it is loud. The loudness comes from the two micro fans. All right, so if you think that you're plugging this into a, because it's so compact and it's just a Raspberry Pi 4, but the way they have the fans and I guess the RPMs on the fan, they're really, really whiny. So just an FYI, if you do decide to pick one of these up, I'm not bagging Evergreener because, Voscoin, he's making like apparently $60 a day on this stuff. I don't believe him, but anyway, that's a whole different story. So he's definitely jumping on this particular bandwagon, and I don't know if you guys believe him or not on how much he makes and if he's just really trying to get some commission off the Evergreen miner himself. I don't blame him. I mean, everyone has a cost, so that's his game. But anyway, let's see. All right, I have also. So again, this is the Evergreen miner. I said that I was going to show you guys the files. Some of you guys requested that I, dupe this SD card, and you guys are trying to mimic it. Not sure how that works. I think I need to kind of find out how that works. I don't think I'm going to be sharing this anytime soon, to be really honest. But it's no different from you running a Raspberry Pi 4 independently on your own, installing Chia, which they guide you right on their website. They guide you on their GitHub. They guide you how to install it and configure it. But the problem is you still need to plot. You can't use a Raspberry Pi 4 to plot. So you need a plotter to do all that for you. All right. So let me get into my next topic. So I said I was going to talk about the Evergreen miner, right? And I also said I was going to talk about MadMax. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. And let me just bring up my Discord, MadMax. Now I had MadMax on here in the past, in a few of my older videos. It's probably been less than a year, a few months back. He was here. He went through very high level some of the stuff that he's been doing. This is a project that's been ongoing for him. Has nothing, no association. They're not tied together. All right, let me just put it that way. The MMX coin and Chia are not 2 in 1. Like if you're farming and plotting MMX, you also can farm and plot Chia. No, they're two separate things. Just want to make people are aware that, newcomers, they're like, oh, MMX, I can probably do both. It's not like the old way with the forks where people were using plots to do both, right? Or however that was. It's been a minute, so I kind of forget what that process was. But MMX is separate, and he has a whole Discord, and there's a lot of people on there, including himself, including MadMax, explaining the process and what he's doing, his goal, his intentions. He doesn't have any pre-farm or pre-mine coins. You know, if you don't know who MadMax is, he basically the inventor of plotting quick and very fast. All right. So, you know, you guys are coming on new. For you OG Chia heads that been around for the last year, obviously you would know MadMax's most of the time now is how you would plot, right? No one, I don't think anyone in their right mind would utilize the internal Chia GUI plotter. All right. I for one have stopped using it ever since MadMax came out. So you still farming chives and other Axiom? I have stopped completely all other forks, and I just have no reason. I don't see any benefits to, like, I'll show you a few that I have here. You guys can see all my Discord joins right here on the clubs that I'm part of. You got Space Bucks, you got Mint Garden, GPU drops. That was a good one, right? HDD coin was one of the, I guess, last standing ones of the forks. Now, no association with Chia. They plot their own, they farm their own, and you acquire HDD coins. The last I remember of them, they went got on a couple exchanges. There's some value to it, but not a significant value. You know, like I don't know. I'm not part of it. So there you go. But you know, some of them still exist, but a lot of them dropped. A lot of them dropped like dead flies. They just don't exist anymore because I don't think anyone. If Chia doesn't do well in general, then I don't think these forks are gonna pick up because all of the forks were literally just rebranding the Chia GUI to accommodate those forks, those hard forks, right? Separate from the Chia, but they basically just took an open source software, slapped on their logo, and said, "This is a, you know, fork of Chia, and this is our coin." So, a lot of that was happening in the beginning because obviously everyone wanted to make some money, but I don't think that has been a real thing anymore. All right. So let me show you guys what I have here. Let me just go. What do we got? We are very what you call it? Let's see. Why isn't it? Huh, it's not. Okay. Let's see the price of Chia right now. $29.12. It has been going up. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. I saw some Reddit posts, and I'm going to pull up Reddit in a little bit because I want to discuss that as well. I saw some Reddit posts that people are saying, you know, the price is below this. I'm going to put my bot to work and start buying it up because it's on the cheap. You know, honestly, and then some other Reddit posts on the same thread kind of, you know, speculated like the price is going to drop even lower. So it's all over the place. There's no concrete thing on how much the price is going to be, but and I think the suppression of the price, or the price will go down lower, is because there is that pre-farm. As much as anyone says that pre-farm, and I get a lot of hate for that, guys, and not just me, but anyone who speaks about negativity towards the pre-farm, saying like, you know, they can rug pull, they can sell it off anytime, and you get a lot of maxis saying no, they can't do that, they won't do that, they said that they won't. I don't know. Some people put a lot of trust in other individuals that they don't even know anything or have any clue about. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So anyway, the price has been going back up, but still below the $30 mark. And I think, in my honest opinion, that's temporary because people are just speculating, thinking that the price is going to go up. But it really has, at this point in time, in my opinion, it has no reason to go up any higher than where it is now. It has every reason for it to go down lower. Now, you guys can say that I'm a hater, that I'm not cool, you know, I'm not into Chia. I am into Chia. I have let me see. I have 2,731 plots vested into Chia. 200. That's the equivalent. I'm looking over there because I'm looking at my farm. I have equivalent to 270 TIBs. All right. So if anyone who says that I'm a hater, I'm a FUD, if I was fudding, I would have been selling my hard drives and my equipment and just getting rid of all of it. All right. But I'm not. I still enjoy talking about it. I still enjoy looking it up because it intrigues me to know that people are out there, you know, confidently sticking with this project. Now, I don't go to the extreme where I'm defending it or going on Twitter and debating other projects and saying like they suck and Chia is the best. You'll never hear that come out of my mouth except for this live stream at this very moment because I used it. I only said it as an example, but I would never say it meaningfully. All right, that Chia is the best. I'll never say that. Just make sure that you understand that. I am a realist. I'm just, you know, the way I see it as if I was to put my money into, let's just say, for instance, Coca-Cola or McDonald's, any stock, and I put in not a whole lot, not where, you know, I'll break the bank if it falls over or whatever, but a significant amount. Let's just say we, you know, for anyone, I don't know, everyone's different, everyone's situation is different. So let's just say you have 50 grand in a single particular stock. We could even use Tesla, for example. If you have 50 grand in Tesla, or, you know, best case scenario, let's use this for it, FTX. All right. If you had money in FTX, 50 grand, and you lost it, and you know, FTX, when you bought into it, it was at its peak. It was doing well. Everyone was like profiting and everyone's all happy. You were profiting up maybe 1,000%. That 50 grand was probably like, you know, 500 grand, whatever it was. All right, whatever it was. And then the following week or the following month, the company falls over, right? Bankrupt. You couldn't get any money out. You lost your 50 grand. That would be the same for any other. I'm not saying just Chia specifically. I'm saying any other project, any stock, any company, even your own business. If you dump 50 grand into it, even if you bought a rental property and you dump 50 grand and the house like all of a sudden got flooded or it burned down, you know, it happens. But you're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna cry over spilled milk. I'm not gonna defend it like, oh, you know, I could, you know, but it's still the best company or it's the best project or the best house I ever bought. Nah, never. Money is money. And, you know, anyone can argue that at any given time. But, you know, people always say, why are you always looking at the price? If I wasn't looking at the price, why did Chia come out with a coin and putting a price on it then? Then don't put any price on it. Who's dictating the price? The farmers, right? The farmers are dictating the price. Chia didn't come out and say, oh, I'm going to make XCH and I'm going to put it at $5, $10, $100. But they're hoping that there's a price value to it. So don't ever tell me that, oh, the price doesn't matter. That, because that's, to me, honestly, that's bullshit. All right. So let me go over some of the chats right now. And I know I was long-winded on that one. MMX for MadMax is at last testnet. Yes, he is at last testnet. It's been a while. He's been on testnet for some time now. So he's definitely doing his due diligence and dotting his I's and crossing his T's. All right. Chi is the only better fork away from being Axiom. You got it, man. You got it. XCH surfing. Googled it. Nothing came up. What is it? It's me. Well, how you say Doggoshi? That's me. That's me. Say XCH surfing is me surfing the web for XCH content, which I'm going to be doing right now. I just want to, let me just pull it up right now. Hold on 1 second. Oh my goodness. That was funny. Let me go through a couple more of these before. S and HDD are the last good forks. Sty. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, we'll make business with e-car charging solution in Germany soon. They build the first charging station now. Okay. Right, meme time. Yes. Yo, Leo. All right. Yes, Chia price and pre-farm. Your opinion is good in this point. Realistic view is a good mindset. Thank you, Netrunner. Thank you. As a creator, I see really strong pros in Chia, so I started converting my art in NFT here. This is my first NFT experience, and it's nice, and I see now. Okay. Pre-farm. I see cheap people saying everyday Chia is not a security in the US. I think selling pre-farm would break this rule. No? Yes, selling it will break that rule, but I think their goal is to loan it. So I don't know how. What does a loan become? Make a company become like a credit union or a bank? So I don't know. Very debatable. That's not my profession. That's not my expertise. So I have no idea what that would mean. I do have something here. Here is the. Let me just bring this up here. TV screen. All right, so this is my meaning of Chia surfing or XCH surfing. I was just surfing Reddit on the Chia forums to see what's going on. There was one thing I found pretty interesting. Let's see right here. A lot of people are having some difficulties. I want to say a lot of people, like some certain people are having difficulties with the 1.62. I, for myself, am still on 1.60. I haven't upgraded to 6.1 or 6.2 only because if it's not broken, I'm going to leave it alone. I tend not to. I used to be very headstrong and just say, you know what, they came out with an update. That means that they found something and they're trying to fix something. No, either that or they're trying to enhance something and something else breaks, which I have seen post in regards to wallets not syncing or the nodes not syncing and other variations. Obviously, everyone's issue is siloed to themselves. So, but in a later time, I will definitely update it eventually. I'm not going to wait too long, but I will. All right. Let's see. We have MadMax. Hello. Can somebody please point me in the right direction of a standalone MadMax version that supports K33 and up? I realize it's already integrated in the Chia client, but I am just looking for a small, simple version of MadMax that is legit and plot K33 and up. Yeah, so I never used the Chia GUI to plot. When MadMax came out, it was all on the command line side. And till this day, if I had to replot, I would just utilize that. I would not use the integrated MadMax in the GUI. From my last review of that, from my last understanding of that, is that it's still slower in the GUI compared to if you ran the MadMax plotting independently on the side on a command line. All right. I don't know why that is. I never tested to that extreme, so I'll let that be. That you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys are, you know, plotting on MadMax on the GUI and you think it's the same or equal to or slower or faster than the command line itself, let me know. All right, comment below. There was something I saw. Where the hell did it go? Let me see. And of course, I will bring up the. Did I miss it? Green money for a digital world. So this is it. I saw a post earlier. Maybe it's a little down, further down. Okay, I read this earlier too. Unable to cancel offer file. So this person, he said he couldn't cancel his offer file on 1.62 and that they had to downgrade. And I'll show you guys right here. After downgrading to Chia client 1.61, I was able to cancel the offer. Don't know. I don't know why that is or what's happening. I don't do any or much. Actually, I don't do any offers. So obviously this person ran into a situation. And another person chimed in and said, read something like, after downgrading to 1.61, it worked pretty often in the last couple of days. I guess 1.63 is coming soon. With all these issues that people are experiencing, you know, I'm pretty positive another version will be out, just like that individual has said. Let's see why we I saw another one where someone had more hard drives, and that's what I wanted to pull up. I'm looking for a Chia wallet command broken after 1.62. Here's another situation where 1.62 has caused this person some pain. Upgrading from on the Raspberry Pi though. All right, new Chia wallet command don't work. Anyone else see this? So, a lot of people, when I ran into a situation when I upgraded my different versions, it's like, it almost seems like every time everyone experienced their own issue. And when I, posted my concern or my issue that I had with a particular version, it's like no one else experienced it yet. And it had to be my setup. I'm like, oh my God, that was the most frustrating thing. And I know you guys will probably go through the same frustration if the majority of people didn't go through the same issue that you're having, and then the finger points back to you saying that there's something wrong with your setup, even though the version prior to that you were just fine. You know what I'm saying? That really gets me sometimes. I'm gonna come back to the chat right now. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna. I don't know if I could do window and window because it's gonna look weird, right? You guys see the chat. What's the maximum number of drives for Evergreen Raspberry Pi? I don't think there's a limit. Let me see right here. I don't think there is a limit because Start Kit Pro, Expansion Pack, Enterprise. Let's go to Enterprise because I think it just keeps on going. Wow, this is serious, man. I didn't even look at this one. 800 per 1,000 terabytes. Okay. Learn how it works. I don't know. I don't think they sell that. I think he's just selling the let's just see the expansion packs. I don't know what that is actually. Evergreen expansion pack comes ready to earn. So maybe this answers the question. I don't know how much more it can go beyond this, but $16.66 that per terabyte. I mean, that's pricey, right? That's pretty pricey. Pretty pricey in my opinion. So I'm not sure, actually. I don't know how much more it can expand, or is there a limit? I don't think there's a limit, but I think the limit would be how many plugs you can put, adapters, power adapters that you can plug into a wall or an outlet or a power strip. That I think that's where your limitation should be. Let me see right here. Pre-farm. Let me see if I missed any in the comments. This is my first NFT. Okay. Pre-farm. Okay. Ron, what's up? How do you get Evergreen plots to farm to your pool ID? Are you asking me because you have one? Because when you first set it up, I think you can point it, if I can remember correctly. Now, when I got my Evergreen miner, I didn't point it anything to my existing pool or keys because I treated this device like anything else. I just don't trust it, right? So I had it set up a new wallet, a new keys, and it was just farming to that. So I don't know how to get if you were to buy an Evergreen miner and say, okay, I just want it plugged in and I want it to my existing pool. I have no idea, but I'm sure I'm sure the instructions are there, or even on their Discord, they can guide you through that. But I would personally choose not to ever do anything mixing in, that's just my personal preference. I don't want to mingle it because if I do and if something happens, then I have no one else to blame but myself. All right. AK says it's a long-term investment. 5 years for me. Price does not matter right now at all. Okay, 5 years. I'm already a year in, so well, actually more than a year. If you're counting when the mainnet went off till now, I believe it's like almost a year and a half now. So we're getting there. Let's see what happens in another 3.5 years. AK. Big Papa Turtle, do you have your NFT DID? What NFT do you collect? If that's for me, Big Papa, I don't collect any NFT. People have donated NFTs to me. And I have a few, maybe like 6 or 7, but not a significant amount. And honestly, this whole NFT thing still baffles the shit out of me. All right. That's just me personally. Let's see what we have here. I think I was getting around 45 minutes with 4 threads on the GUI. Okay. Yeah, I think yeah, on the GUI side, I think that's how much. I think I'm actually with my MadMax. That's how much I was getting too. But I was running a. I'm still running a Ryzen 7 3700X. So the processor wasn't like the latest and greatest, but I was still getting around 45 minutes, or maybe around there, or maybe around there. No issues for me on 1.62. That's awesome, Jim. You're probably many or the few that haven't experienced any issues, but I still haven't tried it yet myself, but I will eventually. No issues here with either. M1K said that. Ron, what's okay? So I went through that already. What's the maximum? All right, let's see. Even though here in the UK, the electricity is so expensive. Yes, electricity plays a major factor in anything, really. You know, if electricity wasn't so damn expensive, I would have bought an electric car. But I I don't drive enough to justify buying one, and knowing the electricity costs, I know you can. New York City is a whole different ballgame. It's not like you have I don't have a driveway or garage. I don't even know where I would have to charge it. You know, I would have to find these stations and then sit there for X amount of minutes or maybe half an hour or hour to charge this car, and I have to go find something to do. Unlike where you go to a gas station, 10 minutes at the pump, that's already pushing it, and you get a full tank. So that's a tough one. My rig is currently using 700 watts. Chia, what is, how many hard drives is that? How many hard drives is that? Let me pull up Twitter really quick. I want to just pull up Twitter and Chia because I said that those were the three things I wanted to talk about. So the Evergreen miner, right? If you didn't catch the Evergreen miner files in the beginning of this, just it's the first part of this live. I showed the Evergreen miner files that are on the SD card that runs on the Raspberry Pi 4. All right, it's a 16 gigabyte card that they have on there, micro SD card. All right, let's see what they got here. So they got Kickoff 2023, San Francisco Chia Club Winter Meetup. Yeah, I'm nowhere near San Francisco. I've never been, and more props to them. They're still doing their meetups, which is cool. See what else they got going on over here. Grant Cardone. This guy, I don't know. He's debatable too. Let's see right here, January 5th. That's a couple days ago. Crypto is here for good, and Chia Project is building a real-world use cases. What is the real-world use case, guys? Chat, comment, tell me, what is the real-world use case for Chia? How and what is it that Chia is doing? Now, remember from my last live stream that I said there is no association with the World Bank with the Chia network anymore. So that's been done and no longer talked about. That doesn't exist anymore. I believe from what I tried to research on that is that the World Bank has chosen another project, or that might have came out from another subscriber's comment and it just stuck with me. I don't know. There's no real answer to that. But the content of relationship between the World Bank and Chia does not exist on the website anymore. It's no longer relevant. So that's just another FYI. But Chia is still working with another company that, does this whole carbon credit, not necessarily with the World Bank. All right. What do we have here? We are currently, what's this? This is old. Now this is just getting old. All right. I haven't followed a lot of the Chia guys anymore. I haven't been on here for some time now. Let's see what we got over here. Ha! Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, this one. Let's go over here. Gene made a comment. January 5th. Good evening. Nakamoto consensus and Chia Lips are going to make it. I jokingly said, make what? Obviously, I didn't get anything in reply. Oh, right. Oh, he did reply. We are here to annoy you. Oh, he did reply. I didn't even realize that. Oh, cool. Cool, Gene. Thank you. Thank you. You made my day. You made my day. So, guys, that was it. I mean, it wasn't a hell of a whole lot of things that, I'm bringing to you right now because it's, to me, honestly, Chia has been very, I know there's devs, I know there's like Chia Lips developers and people learning the trade and trying to get on this bandwagon of Chia. I mean, case in point, let me show you guys right now. I think it was the last video that I saw. Let me just go here, and I'm pulling it up right now. The last video that I saw, I think it was 3 days ago. Okay, right here. Oh my God, this is so misleading. Don't fall for this crap, guys. All right, don't fall for this. This is Voss coin, and I think right here, how profitable is those? Oh, okay, hard drive mining, right? So this was 5 days ago. $60 a month this guy's making? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is that's pretty extreme. Pretty extreme. So he's pushing it, guys. He's pushing it. He's definitely pushing it. But more props to him. More props to the Evergreen team for getting Voss Coin all involved in the Evergreen miner that I took apart over here. And quickly, let me show you guys again. If you're interested, reach out to me. This is the config file on the Evergreen miner. And what else we have? So MadMax, I just wanted to go over a high level. I said that I was going to do it. I never got into it. Why? Because I honestly didn't want to divert my attention away from Chia, because all the hard drives that I had were already plotted, and I felt like it was going to go backwards if I start deleting plots and start, plotting MMX for like one drive, but I wasn't going to take like half of my 270 TIBs and convert it over to MMX. I'm not taking that risk. I say a risk, but not like Chia is doing any better, right? But it still has some value. So because it still has some value, which is currently at where are we right now? What's the value of Chia? Let me just bring that up really quick. Because it still has some value, I didn't feel like it was necessary for me to convert it over. And if I didn't convert it over, then I wouldn't really be doing much but speculating and just playing around with the whole MMX stuff. I wasn't going to buy more drives just to accommodate that. Although I believe in him, I give him a lot of props for doing what he did, but unfortunately, and I might kick myself in the future when he does well and his coin goes mainnet and everyone's jumping on it because they feel like he's, doing a better job than the Chia network themselves, and there's no pre-farm. Maybe he'll flourish in that aspect. But I think from my understanding, MMX does not have a limit, right? So, and if that's the case, and I think the MMX, I think from his interaction, his interview with me, if you want to go back and look at that, he explained what his goals were, but I don't know if it has changed. So take that with a grain of salt. All right. So let's see what we have over here. Just reading off the comments. Jim, does the Evergreen download the blockchain to the Raspberry Pi? It would fill up soon because the size of the blockchain is getting pretty huge, even with V2. I don't think it can, because it's what you call it? It's only the SD card was only 16 gigs. It's a 16 gig SD card that was plugged in here. I don't have it here now, but it's upstairs on my micro SD card reader. So it was only a 16 gig card. So I can't imagine that it would have the whole Chia blockchain on it. No way. Any hard drive deals above 8 terabytes anywhere? Is there? I think there is, right? Let's see. Let's see what we have. I mean, it would have to be used. Fundamental. Definitely used. I mean, I think I don't even have to search. eBay is probably the most. And then if you go to, I don't know if you have Micro Center, but Slick Deals. You know what? Let's just look at Slick Deals really quick before I end this live stream, because I've been way over my time limit. Oh my goodness. Last live I said, I'm trying to do 25-minute live streams, but it's like 40 minutes talking to you guys, like, holy cow. So let's go over to Slick Deals. Oops. Slick Deals. And then we're going to go to categories, computers. It's so much easier when I do it on the app. Computer part, hard drives. Let's look at all hard drives, right? All right, let's look at all hard drives. So let's see. All right, 3.5 hard drives. Oh, that's it? This is garbage. What is this crap? $90 for a 4 terabyte. Holy cow. All right, forget Slick Deals. All right, forget Slick Deals. That definitely is not worth it. Let's check eBay really quick. Just walk up and, hey, what's up, Bo man? What's going on? Let's see what we have here. Let's look at 3.5. What size you guys looking for? If I had to choose 10 terabyte and 12 terabyte, most reasonable, most economical, most affordable, anywhere in this range, is forget about it because it's too new, right? Oh shoot. I picked 10 gigs and 12 gigs. I meant to pick 10 terabytes and 12 terabytes. So anything in this range is too much, right? 20 terabyte, too much. 16, still expensive. But you know what? We'll just put it in here for kicks. Let's see what they have. We'll search through that, and then we'll look for used, right? Condition. Forget new. Maybe open box. Actually, seller refurb still has a warranty. Most of the time, used does not. You don't want 4 parts are not working. Screw that, right? So let's look at the top and then sort by price lowest first. That's not always accurate because some of them are bids. When the hell did they have a 7 terabyte? Holy shit. I mean, I guess a $7, $10 a terabyte. If that works. Wow, look at this. 14 terabyte for $70. Is it even working? It says read. You know when it says read, there's a problem with it. All right? When they say read in the title, see, for parts or repair, this guy is scheming. This guy's scheming. Nah, he's legit. He advised you to read it, but it didn't come up. It's not a category. You have to put it into a category of defective or not working or whatever, but he didn't do that. He put it as a working state, but then put the title to read the description and then tells you that it's not working. So he doesn't explain it here, and it's not part of not for parts of not working. He doesn't list it as that because anyone who, like myself, I will not look at that, and his listing will not show up. This guy, see, this guy's he's trying to con someone. He's hoping no one reads it. He just sees this. Oh, great price, $70, 14 terabyte. Pfft, gotta read it. You have to read it, all right? What you got here? 10 terabyte for $76, $77. Not bad. Not bad. Any shipping cost? Free shipping. All right. He's from West Chicago. You can look up the serial number or the part number or the model number to when it was produced. And, go from there. No one's going to ever be accurately to tell you how much data passed through this drive. What was the capacity of it? Was it ever used for mining, farming, other crypto coins? Nope, never. You would not know. It's buy at your own risk. There's no warranties on these guys. No warranties. Does he have a return policy and refund policy? 30 days refund. Hey, you can take your chance on that. Price seems reasonable, but it's still $77, guys. This one's not bad either. This guy seems to have a good rating, top rated plus. All right. Ships same day. Wow. $79. These prices of the hard drives are definitely falling. Definitely falling. You can get IDE for what is that, like a 100 gig? Not even, like 60 gigs. So the prices are definitely nowhere near where it was a year ago. But also, mind you, these same drives that are, 10 terabyte for $77 are the same drives that ran additional year, a year and a half from last year till now. So the degradation, like the way it's degrading and the performance and possibly some of them just ran out of warranty last year or right now. So that's probably why the price of them are dropping more, because, and then the 20 terabytes started coming out. And then obviously that decreases the price of everything before it. And the 20 terabytes are trying to be more economical, more reasonable, because it's more space, right? And then you're also running it at the same voltage, same wattage as a 2 terabyte or 4 terabyte. So it doesn't matter what terabyte size drive you have. If you have a 20 terabyte and you have a 2 terabyte, the voltage, wattage, they're both the same. So it's not going to make a difference. But that's why a lot of people, if you ever hear, all right, you guys who are new to Chia or coming into Chia, saying, you hear people saying, I'm trying to make my farm more efficient. And when they say that, it's basically getting higher capacity drives, right, to replace their 2, 4, 6 terabyte drives. Because if I had a 20 terabyte drive, it'll use the same electricity as the lower amount capacity drive. So for myself, I have a whole shit ton of 4 terabyte drives because it was donated. Actually, 4s and 3s because they were donated to me, and I wasn't planning to not use it. I just built out the farm. It was someone, two people donated it to me. So, I appreciate that, and I just used whatever they didn't want to use anymore, and they said that they didn't even bother trying to resell it because it wouldn't be worth much. So, then, that's where we are. All right, guys. So, wow, coming up on 48 minutes. I did purchase a new monitor today. Let me just show you guys, since I'm going to end the live stream like this right now. Let me just show you guys really quick what I bought for myself as a little gift. Why did I buy it? No reason. No reason, guys. No reason whatsoever. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, it's not here. Where is it? Well, let me tell you guys as I'm looking for it. Samsung. It's a monitor. It's a Samsung 27-inch monitor. I picked it up from Best Buy. I'm trying to get it right now. Let me see where it is. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay. Got it right here. I got it for $129. $129.99. Oh, man. 27-inch. So it's a 27-inch monitor. And I got it because I built out a new, not a farm, but like just a new PC from like Spare Parts. And I was like, oh man, I need to build out another machine just for kicks, just for kicks. So this is what I got. This is what I got. $130. Another monitor. All right. No, some have come. Let me check on some of the chats before I head on out of here. I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Remember, hit that like, guys. it's very crucial that you guys hit this like, because I will be doing more live streams going forward. It helps me in this way if I do live streams, because I'm just gonna be real. I have no edits, and if I screw up and if I say something contradicting, you guys are gonna catch me and you're gonna be like, "Yo, PI, you said this, you messed up," and that's probably what's gonna happen one of these days. But it is what it is. But anything that comes out of my mouth, I'm not getting paid to say anything, and obviously, it's gonna be the truth or how I feel about it. Now, whether you like that or not, and a lot of people, oh, I'm just gonna bring up this one particular comment that I got, really deep, like hearted, like this person was like, I used to watch all your content, I loved your stuff, and but lately you've been like really like negative and fudding Chia. I'm like, oh, it's one of those again. I'm like, I'm fudding Chia. I'm like, I'm not fudding Chia, I'm just being real. And they took it personally, and it's like, I have to unsubscribe now. I'm like, okay, you do what you have to do and I'll do what I have to do. All right. So, I appreciate you guys though. I appreciate you guys for being here and just chilling with me, and taking my you could agree to me, you agree with me, you could agree to disagree with me. I don't care. But if you have a strong point, then comment it, reach out to me, or just we'll discuss it. It doesn't matter. I mean, come on, guys. This is a hobby. We're not. No one here, and I'm gonna be dead honest. No one here. I don't care if it's Brian with his huge 100 petabyte farm, or anyone else that has like 12 terabyte farm flying Chia. We're all here as a hobby, and we're just enjoying it. So don't get all defensive if someone makes a negative comment, because no one's perfect. All right, nothing's gonna be perfect. And if certain individuals keeps getting so defensive and like all like negative towards other people because they have their own opinion, I don't know what to say to that, because that was the whole reason why the project in the beginning was very nice, because everyone was on the same page. But as time go on, people are leaving Chia, and they have to sell their drives. They don't have the money to pay for the electricity, or they're losing money. And some individuals look at that and be like, oh, you're not holding on, and just talking down to that, it baffles me. It just baffles me. I don't understand that at all. Not everyone's fortunate enough to buy and go into the negative and keep on paying for it. All right, that's how I see it. So there may be times if I come on a live stream and I start saying things. I mean, I don't think any one of my videos I've come off as like Chia is gonna be dead. It's not gonna go anywhere. It hasn't done anything. I don't think I recall ever saying that. And now you guys are probably gonna go back to my old video. No, this is what you said like 6 months ago. You said Chia was gonna be dead, and it's gonna be, yeah. What's the worst thing I actually said? Or at least I think that other people thought it was the worst thing I could have said about Chia, that the price is gonna go to $15. And I say that, and everyone gets all defensive. Like, I'm just being real. Now, at the peak of when Tesla was like, before it split, or when it was like $800, did anyone say anything when the guy, who Michael, was it Michael oh shoot, the big short guy, all right, the real estate guy, big Mike whatever, he was gonna short freaking Tesla, and everyone like talks shit about him, and look where Tesla is now. Just a FYI, nothing is perfect, nothing's gonna last forever, just saying. All right, I want to thank you guys and for hitting that like, hitting that subscribe, joining this chat on a Sunday, and look forward for more live streams going forward. Now, the one thing I don't want to do, because I'll just bite myself in the ass, is committing to specific days and times. So what I will do on my community tab is I would put more in advance, like a day or two in advance, that I'm going to be doing a live stream at this time on this day, and I'll try my very, very best to commit to that, because then I know that I have time to do it. Now, if I said to you guys like, oh, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 o'clock I'm going to do a live stream, and if I don't commit to that, then whatever I said is not believable and just not good, right? So I rather give you guys a head 1-2 day notice on when I'm going to do a live stream. I may be able to do it every day. I may be able to do it like 2, 3, 4 times a week. I don't know yet. So that's why I'm trying to situate myself in doing these live streams, because as you can see, this live stream has been running for the last 55 minutes. So I'm going to say, can I include my Discord link is in the description below, but on the live stream is not, right? Oh yeah, that's another thing. You just reminded me, Fundamental. I will have to kind of reorganize my live stream, because my live stream is different when the populated information, like on the description, is different from the regular videos. On my regular videos, as soon as I upload a video, all that information there, links and all that other stuff, I'm going to bring that over to the live stream as well, because I will be doing more live streams. All right, guys. And I will be doing that Fundamental. All right. Thank you guys. Smashing that like, subscribing, and staying with me. All right. And I'll see you guys again really, really soon.